Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears! Last time we arrived here at the, well, I guess it's a church, but what do they call it? They called it a monastery. And at this monastery, we got to take a look at some cool one-winged angels. And now Margie is going to break some rules and bring us in to take a look at a very cool portrait. So let's take a look at this. How important could it possibly be? Bleh. I can speak. Words. Alright. Come on. What an exquisite portrait. It'd kind of be better if I could kind of see. Quite beyond comparison, too. What is more, looks rather familiar. Well, what could you possibly be talking about? What do you think? Hair is different color, but the atmosphere or personality about her is exactly the same. Huh? Hair color? Look. Girl you met in the forest. Something about her, just like Ellie. Huh? Take a look. She does resemble Ellie. Can I take a look at the picture, please? Show, don't tell. You're not the artist, and you noticed the brush techniques. Similar to Faye's, huh? Can we please look at the picture? Turn the camera, please. There we go. Oh, kind of unfinished at the bottom there. But yeah, that definitely looks like Ellie. A little bit anyway, different clothing. Hair color is actually the same. I don't know where the hair color being different came in. But yeah. That is definitely very similar. And of course, Faye has to be super modest about it. That was kind of interesting. Sense an atmosphere of sadness in the picture. Huh. Smiling, but in a way she gives an impression that she is anxious. They're trying to make this seem like it's the Mona Lisa. It's kind of obvious, but yeah, that's I think the idea that they're going for. However, it also relates to something later in the game, so I'll just kind of I'll let the cheesy reference sit. Reflecting her inner self, or perhaps the inner feelings of the artist. Well, who knows? Maybe it's a mixture of both, maybe it's one, maybe it's the other. Not completely finished. Yeah, like I was saying, they didn't finish up on the bottom there. It's an odd thing to do. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, they're kind of gone. Very unfortunate. Oh, she's been around here for a while. She might know something. Now, do I get any additional dialogue for talking to this? I don't know why she gave me the chance to run around and examine things, because after this, we just talked to her and started another scene, so it's kind of weird. I figured there'd be something we could do, but I guess not. Painting has caught my curiosity. Mind if I speak to the sister before heading back to town? By all means, buddy. Her room on the way out. Now, I can't remember where her room is. Faye? Oh, what's going on here? Faye? What? No, that doesn't make any sense. Lacan, Lacan, one or the other, I don't know. But it was Faye. Why was Faye painting the picture? Is that something that happened before Faye came? But if it's the founding of the religion, then that's a long time ago. There's no way it could have been Faye. You'd have to be like 500 years old. Okay then. Anyway, the music's back, but I will meet you downstairs since there's a long path down there. Okay, there is actually another room as an offshoot along there, so we can talk to some of these other people here, some of these nuns. Yeah, probably. Out there somewhere. Looking for that answer. Sorry about that. Little distractions here and there. Okay. So we renew them. One of our daily tasks. Well, that's interesting. Can we go up those ladders? Guess not. Alright, who else do we have to talk to around here? Oh, there's Margie. Somewhere, it must be somewhere. The truth we have not come to know. Oh, that scared me. Very devoted. Well, sort of. Just that after sneaking into the capital, I started thinking about a lot of things. No, the whole world's at war. It's not really the right way of going about things. I already talked to you. Why am I talking to you again? Alright, so let's go talk to Margie and Agnes here. Well, that's interesting. Nethon's great founding mother. Oh, wow, I was bang on that timeline, though. 500 years ago. It's amazing that it's lasted that long, considering they're renewing all the scrolls around here. But that portrait seems to have lasted much longer than the 100 years they seem to spend in between renewing them. Well, that sucks. Only thing left. Really nothing left at all. Fortunately, I'm unable to help. Just inquiring. Such a majestic building as this survived history. Is that spelled right? Oh. My spelling sucks, it just looks off. I don't know. Probably would be a scroll or two. Okay. Sacrificed herself for the people and has been summoned to be with God. That's all I can tell you. I see. Everything was lost in the darkness of history. Can I... Characters were walking into nothing. And of course I'm walking into walls. Anyway, I'll meet you downstairs. There we go. Just a lot of backtracking. I don't want to do it all on screen. And it takes forever around here, so... Preparation should be starting near the border for the this sex country for the charges by the royal something. I can't remember. Okay, so they're going to start doing covert actions now instead of going outright and doing things. Offer a prayer before I go. Oh yeah. So we ran away from home. Both ended up enlisting in the army. Not that we have any particular happy memories. It's just that after all, this is the land of our birth, so, well, you know. I know I don't normally speak the dialogue that characters do, but there's a lot of dialogue in this game, and I know from experience that other people's voices reading dialogue can suck, especially if they're not, you know, particularly good at it, which of course I'm not, so that's why I'm not reading all of it. But I am kind of reading off some ideas and a few lines here and there just to, as a way of trying to lighten the load that you guys have to read as you're watching along. Oh, we've been summoned. Let's go talk to you now. Not put random things in the way there. Oh, well, this is the house that we went into before. It's actually kind of right across the street from the hotel, or the inn, which of course is completely full for some reason. If he may. So where is Sig? waiting for you inside. Well, are you ready for a bomb to get dropped? Not literally, of course. We have a figurative bomb to deal with right now, and it's a doozy. Time for some revelations. Alright, but before we do that, there's something I want to ask you. Yeah. So, we're not going to get the regular music. We're going to get something else, or is it silence? I don't recall. Ah, Citan, what are you doing eavesdropping over there? Oh, Ramses, right? What is the connection? Sure know a lot about Gebler for some reason. Oh boy. Oh, looks like Citan's popping in too. Alright, time to drop that bomb. Citan used to live in Solaris. Yes. That would explain why Citan could speak Ellie's language, as she's part of Gebler. We have kind of figured this much out already. And why he seems to have another name, at least according to Sigurd there. And why he seems to know so much about everything. That's right. The old man's even listening. Solaris calls foreigners lambs. We've already kind of figured this out. The reason is because they're used as manual labor, slavery. Faye's, of course, listening in as well. Yep. We worked for the Solaris government for a short while, but learned to dislike their methods and escaped the first chance we had. That kind of makes sense, which is why they're down here now fighting against, well, this country or that country, in this case Ave, who are being supported by Gebler, Solaris. I met you when I was a kid. We've been together ever since. This would have happened before then. Must make Sigurd quite old. Must be in his 40s then. If that's the case. Surely. Yeah, I guess that's kind of something he should have told him a little earlier. Nothing I can do about that now. That's true. It's a choice and he made it. Can't sit back and do nothing anymore. Give my life to stop them. Well, it's pretty obvious where your loyalties lie. Still, it's, even though there are ways we could have implied certain things, you know, like Citan being able to speak their language to Ellie there, it does kind of make sense that he might have been from there at some point. But it's nice to get it all kind of revealed to us. And they actually did it in a logical way. It's not just plot dumping. They're telling a character who's asking about it. It's not like, oh, by the way, the narrator's just going to tell us a whole bunch of weird stuff. No. Anyway, where is Solaris? They call everyone surface dwellers, or lambs. Solaris is another location, like in the clouds. Yes, well, what? Etranak. Etranak is the word used for the Tower of Babel, the tower in mythology that was supposed to be the link between the earth and God. Now, calling your capital city such a device is kind of presumptuous. But the Empire is actually located in the skies above, separated from land by dimensional distortion, or distortion fields known as gates. Passing between the two requires special means of transportation, such as an airship. Yes, we don't have any airships around here yet, but we've seen a couple. We haven't been able to use them, though. Stowed away on a regular flight to the surface. And yeah, you came after. Okay, so they both escaped. Anyway, what are lambs? That is the word Solaris used to indicate those who live on the Earth. Said before, surface dwellers or Earth dwellers are used for manual labor. Manual labor could be anything from soldiers to administrative jobs. Solaris gathers its workforce from the land dwellers. Jobs are divided up by who is most suitable. Sometimes people are brainwashed. Really? They have a lot of weird technologies and a huge amount of anachronism going on right in this game. Sigurd was a test subject. There's something they valued inside of him, huh? And Citan as well. Oh. Born in the lower city levels. It's not a complete secret, but I guess I am a Solarian. Yeah. You still need people to run a country. No matter how scientifically advanced you are, you have no support without people. True enough, I guess. And since pure Solarians are rare, they do not even make up a quarter of the Ave total population. And it's a pretty big city, but it's just a city, right? So they support by stealing other people and using them as slave labor. So basically current day. Pretty much, anyway. Happens so often. Just look at that whole situation. Oh god, by the time this gets uploaded, that who knows what will have gone on with that in the meantime. But with these Olympics in Qatar, whatever that place is called, I don't know. I think they got some Olympics coming up, and like 400 people, or I don't know, remember. Maybe it was 40 people, I don't remember. A whole bunch of people died anyway. And they were all like imported laborers and horrible working conditions and living conditions, and just weird and creepy. Anyway, this is getting too serious for a game, of course, that is also quite serious. Yeah, we call him Carr. His name is Karin Ramses, or Ramses. And they attended the training school called Juggend. This is where we learned a little more about this. This was the school that had or the military training school that had a reference to, Nazi youth training. And I said that they were it was kind of weird, the relationship between the two concepts, the concept in real life and this school here in the game. Now you can kind of get another idea of how that works. And apparently Ramses is a lower level citizen, same as Citan, with amazing abilities. Rose through the ranks super fast. Had one ideal: to achieve a consolidation of all his colleagues, which isn't really, that doesn't say much, but even land dwellers were brought into the army. So the idea here is Ramses wanted to enact a change. We were not picked, we aligned ourselves with him out of our own volition. We agreed with him. Ramses was our hope. High ideals wanted to change the system. To us test subjects and lower level citizens, he was truly all that we wished for. Well, why did you leave? Well, we got another scanning shot here. Placed in key positions by Ramses. Came to know the relationship between Solaris and the surface dwellers. I guess they hadn't known prior to. They weren't just using lands for slave labor, they also selected some of them to be used as subjects in experiments to refine their drugs. Drugs that change people's personalities to make them more aggressive, draw out their latent abilities. Human guinea pigs to test psychological alteration drugs. And of course they had to show the kids then. That's great. Human guinea pigs, experimenting on humans. That'll definitely add to what you're supposed to feel at these lines, showing kids on screen. Well done, game. Well done. Drive. We've already heard a little bit about drive, I believe. Not a lot, but a little bit. The drug and all others like it are used now, are byproducts of human experimentation. The role of experimental subjects was not limited to just that. Well, what else could it be? Anyone in the Solaris army can use. At least anyone in the Gebler forces who was sent to the surface. Yeah, Faye is worried about Ellie. I saw some in her room, even though I don't think he really knew what it was. Maybe he did. I could be wrong. Anyway. How low are they? Pretty damn low, which is probably why these two ran away. Anyway, I understand now. We've gotten through a whole bunch of this stuff. I think I get most of it. Go reserve the town hall. We'll finish talking there. Yeah, I think we all need to get some air. There's some pretty heavy stuff going on around here. And talk to you briefly. Probably. Best not to worry about it, though. You did all you could at the time. He'll understand. Let's talk to you for a quick moment here. Of course he did. He's an old man. He's just like Alfred. He knows everything. Well, I'm sure it would take quite an effort to just kind of come to terms with that. That's your whole world being flipped upside down. Anyway, with that being said, that's all the time I got for this episode of Let's Play Xenogears. Next time, we will go and talk to Bart, who is waiting over there. So, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.